Hi friends, today we're going to do our final yoga sequence and it's around the crown chakra, which is located at the top and in the center of your head. And the crown chakra is the seventh chakra in our seven chakra system, and it's related to our higher consciousness, our divine wisdom, our inner knowing, our connection to our inner self and the divine. And it's represented by the color purple and the element of thought. So let's get started today by finding alignment, allowing our shoulders to pull back away from our ears, navel's in, spine's tall, and let's start out with our palms in prayer position, resting on top of our crown, gently closing our eyes and starting to cultivate the breath that you'll use in today's practice. In through the nose, filling up the belly, and exhaling out through the nose. Just those gentle, rhythmic breathing patterns. It's a nice time to set an intention, an affirmation, or anything else that you're holding space for. If nothing comes to mind, maybe it's something as simple as my inner knowing and my inner wisdom guides me in every thought and action that I take throughout the day. My intuition is clear and concise and leads me down the path that I was meant to follow. Just settling into this space for a few more breaths. And when you're ready, gently cracking your eyes open and allowing your hands to fall down to the top of your thighs or maybe your knees. Again, finding that alignment. And on an inhale, allowing your right ear to drop towards your right shoulder. Just feeling that nice little stretch on the left side. Nothing strenuous, just a little juicy wake up. And inhale, allowing your chin to fall down towards your chest and roll over to the other side, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, drops your chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder. And down again, left ear to left shoulder. And start to take a few gentle neck rolls all the way around. And reverse. And we'll meet in center with our chin towards our chest for a breath, feeling that nice gentle stretch in the back of your neck. And on an inhale, chin to sky, head falls back, opening up through your throat chakra. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, chin to sky, head falls back. One more time, inhale, chin to chest. And exhale, chin to sky. And we'll meet in center, starting to shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and then letting them fall. And maybe finding a few gentle forward shoulder rolls. And then reverse. And letting your shoulders fall down, we'll take 3 breaths together, arms up. Inhale, arms rise up, palms together. Exhale, down through heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. And one more time, we'll hold at the top. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drops the left hand, plants by the left hip, and right arm up and over the side body. Gently gazing up under your right arm, rolling that shoulder back down away from your ear. One more breath here. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, right hand, right hip. Left arm up and over the side body. Feeling that nice stretch all along your obliques, your ribs, up through your left shoulder. One more breath. Inhale, right hand meets left hand. Exhale, raining your fingertips down, landing your hands on top of your thighs or your knees, and starting to do a few seated cat-cows. So on an inhale, opening your chest up, chin to sky. Exhale, spines in, or navel's in towards your spine, head drops, chin to chest. Inhale, opens your heart. Exhale, into cat. One more time. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, comes back to center, and start to rotate from your ribs so they're lined over your right knee. And try a few cat-cows here. So inhale, heart opens up. Exhale, release into cat. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, back to center, rotating at your ribs, sending your left alignment over your left knee. And cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, finding your center alignment, and start to do a little roll, just opening up those obliques, the ribs and the navel area, and reverse. And we'll meet back in center. So finding your alignment, shoulders are pulled down away from your ears, starting to send your right knee out towards the edge of your mat. Left knee stacks over your right knee. Ankles are landing back by either hip. And we're going to fold forward. So we're in cow face pose right now. Always an option to place a block under your knee or between your two knees, just to bring that floor up a little higher. Finding our alignment. Inhale and start to hinge forward at your waist, allowing your hands to rest on the mat, the floor, or maybe a block, and allowing your head to drop towards your knees. Feeling that stretch in your left hip flexor, really opening up. Maybe on an exhale, imagine any stagnant energy leaving that hip area. One more breath here. Inhale, starting to hinge up, leading with your chest. And allow that left leg to come back behind you so your left knee is in alignment with your left hip. Nice straight line here. Squaring to the mat, front of the mat. Finding your alignment, and on an inhale, we're going to start to bend forward over that right knee. So inhale and start to fold. Again, always an option to use a block here. And allow your head to fall forward. Inhale, starting to lift up. And bringing that left leg forward, left knee to the front of the mat. Right knee lands and stacks over top of your left knee. Again, always an option to use a block here. Finding our alignment on an inhale and folding forward. Again, feeling the stretch in your right hip flexor this time. Maybe noticing if this side feels any different than the other side. Totally normal. No judgment. Our bodies operate differently from day to day. Again, imagining any stagnant energy leaving that hip area on each exhale. And inhale, starting to lift, leading with your chest. Bringing that right leg out. So that knee, that bent knee, is in alignment with your right hip. And on an inhale, starting to fold forward into deer pose. And inhale as you start to lift up and out. Bringing your both knees around. And meeting in tabletop for just a moment. Just a breath. And while on tabletop, start to drop the crown of your head down towards the mat, allowing it to rest. Your crown is on the mat. Hips are stacked over your knees for rabbit pose. And we're going to send our arms out, fingertips towards your ankles. And maybe just giving your crown a little massage back and forth. Open it up just a bit. And when you're ready, starting to bring those hands forward, placing the palms for a little grounding, bringing your big toes together, knees out towards the edge of your mat, and sinking back into child's pose. So sending your tail back down towards the soles of your feet, your heels. Always an option to use a block here, just to bring that mat up a little closer, placing it between your legs and resting your bottom on it. With your forehead on the mat, maybe giving your third eye a little massage. Allowing your shoulders to sink back. Just a few breaths here. Starting to really anchor down into that breath. And on your next inhale, starting to lift up, grounding down through the palms of your hands, we'll meet in tabletop position. Just a few cat-cows here. So on an inhale, dropping the belly, chin to sky. Exhale, navel to spine, chin to chest. Really pushing that mat away with the palms of your hands. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And we'll meet back in tabletop. Starting to curl your toes, we're going to send our hips and our tail towards the sky for downward facing dog. Pedaling out through the feet, starting to wake up the backs of our legs, our calves, our quads, our hips, our toes. And then finding stillness for a few breaths. And on your next inhale, send that right leg back out behind you. Sole of the foot plant or stamps the back wall. Exhale, flow through. High lunge. Finding our alignment here. Chest is open. Knee is over the ankle or slightly behind. And start to drop that back foot to a 45-degree angle. And when you're ready, rise up to warrior one. So maybe take a few adjustments here, finding your alignment. One more breath. Inhale, start to angle that back foot so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Warrior two. Strong arms. Right thigh is energetically pushed towards the back of your mat. Knee is over your ankle. Tailbones tucked. Strong arms out to a T. Gently gazing over those right fingertips. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left leg down or left arm down the left leg. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, rotates that front palm, sending it down to the inside of your right leg. Left arm up and over the side body. Gently gazing up underneath that left arm. Shoulders rolled back away from your ear. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Send that foot back to meet the left foot, high plank. Hinging forward a few inches and flow down through chaturanga, upward facing dog. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Pedal those feet out a little bit. Maybe on an inhale, coming up on your toes. Maybe on an exhale, dropping the soles towards the mat. And then find stillness for a few breaths. Inhale, sending that left leg back. Exhale, flow through. High lunge. Finding your alignment here, we're going to start to drop that right foot back to a 45-degree angle. Left knee is over left ankle or slightly behind. And on an inhale, warrior one. Remember, that left thigh is energetically pulled back so that knee is aligned over the ankle. Inhale, rotate that back foot so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Warrior two. Strong arms out to a T. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Right arm down the back of the right leg. Left arm up and over the side body. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Rotate that front palm. Start to send that left arm down to the inside of the left leg. Right arm comes up and over the side body. Shoulders pulled back away from the ears to create a little space. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Cartwheel those hands down to the mat, sending that left leg back. Left foot meets the right foot. High plank. When you're ready, hinge forward just a few inches and flow through to chaturanga, and upward facing dog. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, start to drop your knees down just a little bit. Exhale, sends those hips back up, downward facing dog. Inhale, drops those knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, drops those knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. And on your next inhale, we'll meet at the top of our mat, forward fold. Allowing the top of your body to just hang. Knees are generously bent. Forehead, crown reaches towards the floor. Imagine any stagnant energy just flowing out through the crown of your head, leaving your body. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up one vertebrae at a time. And we'll find ourselves standing in mountain pose. Arms out strong, palms are raised for receiving. Shoulders are pulled down away from your ears, tailbones tucked. Very active position. Inhale, raise your arms up, prayer position. Exhale, allow them to fall down to the crown. And just breathe into this strong, rooted, grounding position. Allowing the energy to flow from the palms of your hands down through your face, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your belly, your hips and thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, and the soles of your feet. And on an exhale, imagine the energy flowing the opposite direction, starting with the soles of your feet, your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your belly, chest, shoulders and throat, your face, and out the crown. Take a few more breaths in this position. And on your next inhale, start to fold. Swan dive down, hands to the mat or block. Upper body just hangs heavy, allowing gravity to take over. Crown of your head towards the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, start to really bend those knees, palms or fingertips to the mat. Knees down to the mat. And we'll start to make our way into crocodile position. So we're going to lay completely flat on our bellies, our front sides, and allow our third eye, our forehead, to rest on the top of our hands. Again, your body's one nice straight line from the crown all the way down to your toes. Energy's flowing in and out the entire body, from feet to crown, from crown to feet. The energy is flowing through your entire chakra system, from crown to root. One more breath here. And when you're ready, start to allow your forehead to come to the mat. And maybe taking a cheek, either right cheek or left cheek, to the mat, and sending your arms out to a T. We're going to set up for scorpion pose. So when you're ready, start to bring that left palm in, planting it next to the top of your ribs, and pushing up, starting to roll your shoulder over towards the left side. So your right hip's planted on the mat. Your left leg starts to come up, bended knee, sends the sole of your foot, your left foot, behind your right leg. Sole is planted on the floor or the mat. For a deeper stretch, your arm is all the way up to this T position, but if that's a little too deep, start to work it down the mat. One more breath here. And using your palm to guide you, start to roll back over so you're flat on your belly. Sending that left arm out to a T, bringing that right palm in, lining it up with the top of your ribs, and start to roll on your left side. And again, bringing that right leg, sole of the foot, to the mat behind your left leg. And if the stretch is a little deep, start to work that left arm down the mat. or down towards the mat. One more breath here. Inhale and start to roll back over. Belly's flat on the mat. And bring your arms down to your sides, palms up for receiving, forehead, third eye on the mat for a little massage back and forth. And then start to move those hands up. Palms are on the mat next to your ribs. And start to use your right or left, your preference, palm to guide you to roll over so you're flat on your back. And inhale, bringing your knees up towards your chest for a little squeeze. Maybe rocking back and forth, left to right to massage that lower back. And then drop your left sole towards the mat and bring your right ankle over and allow it to rest on your left thigh. Not your left knee, but your left thigh. And start to raise, or you can stay right here, or start to raise that left knee up, interlocking your fingers behind your left quad for figure 4. Both feet are flexed. Left shin is parallel to the mat. And if you'd like a little deeper stretch, start to bring that left knee in towards your chest a little closer. Feeling it really open up through that right hip flexor. And on your next inhale, start to allow your left knee, sole of the right foot to fall down towards the left side. Hands can come to a goalpost or maybe a T. And if it's available, maybe taking that right hand and reaching towards your left ankle. A little deeper stretch. And on your next inhale, if you took that bind with your hand to your ankle, release it, and start to bring your knees back up. Give them a little squeeze in towards the chest. And then allow that right sole to come to the mat, left ankle over right thigh, hands interlocking behind that right quad, figure 4 on the opposite side. Shoulders are melted into the mat here. And when you're ready, starting to allow your right knee, left sole to drop towards the mat. Again, arms can be at a T, maybe goalpost, or maybe taking that left hand and reaching towards that right ankle for a little bind. A little deeper twist, a little deeper stretch. And on your next inhale, starting to release that bind if you took it, and allowing your knees to come back up. One more little final squeeze. And then both soles to the mat, and then start to let them meet each other so your soles are stamped together and your knees fall out to either side of the mat. Reclined goddess. And we'll stay here for just a few breaths before we start to settle into our final resting pose of Shavasana. And when you're ready, take your time. Either stay here for your final resting pose or start to send your legs long out in front of you, allowing your feet to fall open, your shoulders to gently roll up underneath you, and your palms up for receiving or down for grounding. And we'll just take a few breaths in here to finish up. However, feel free to stay here for as long as you like, because this is just the juiciest position of all. So we really can start to clear our minds. Our whole body grounds down into the mat, so we're grounding from our head all the way down to the soles of our feet. Maybe coming back to that intention that you set at the beginning of this sequence. Or setting something else that you can carry with you off the mat today. And when you're ready, starting to roll over to your favorite side in a fetal position. Taking your time, allowing your hand, the palm of your hand, to ground down into the mat. And on an inhale, starting to lift yourself up, and we'll meet an easy seat. We'll take one final breath here together. I got crazy here going on. One final breath together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms down to your crown. Maybe gently closing your eyes. The light in me honors the light and love in you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone, for sharing this short sequence with me. I hope you found this series of short sequence poses as they relate to our chakra system to be helpful. Always can return to them at any time. And feel free to check back, as I will be doing a few full yoga flow versions that incorporate poses that touch every chakra. So thank you, and until we meet again, namaste.